There goes Daisy. Beat me to it today. She's keen. We call this field Long Meadow. Lies ever so wet. Yeah, I'll do a job in here. Cole's coming this morning. Barry's coming. He can't come till this afternoon. Farmer's going to try and jump on the mole later on. Daisy's only here till 3, so we're going to try and run the 2 moles as long as we can for as long as possible. Just stay in front of the disc as much as possible. I don't know what this weather's going to do. I'll tell you what, you look at that weather app and literally look at that straight line down there. Try and do that by eye. Not a chance would you do it. Even the best of us would struggle to do a line that straight. That's the Sphere Wirken box on there. We've got a good update coming for that. So as soon as we can get that tractor back to the yard, we can get that updated. 2 discorators are here. Finished last night. Christ, we had a night of it. Not mega late, but it just felt late, you know. So I think it was about 8:30 before we finished. So this is where we finished up last night. We got a good chunk of this. Look at these flies. Go away. So we've got our joystick here that does the gears forwards and backwards. It's on a Dyna 6, which is the nice reliable one. Oh look, our GPS is pretty squared up. So on here we've got, I actually don't know what these two do. Cruise control, I think they are. It will set your revs to a speed and do it all by itself. We don't really use that. Obviously you got this second. This is for a loader, or you can set your spools to here. You can set your electric spools to here, and you can set your electric spools to here. So you've got a few different options, and I think each on these 7S's, the one we had before this, the 7718S, you could move 2 of the spools to here, but that was it. You couldn't move them anywhere else. But on here, I think you could move any spool, like 3 and 4, we can move to here, we can move it anywhere. This one's got TerraStar, which is the same as ours, R8S, which nobody seems to know what's going on with that, but never mind, that's not a thing. And our up and down on this one is on this joystick as well, so everything's on this joystick. These are customizable buttons, so you can set, if you've got your phone plumbed in, you can plumb your phone in. You can set them to 4-wheel drive diff locks. You can set them to anything. I like them set to the 4-wheel drive, because sometimes you need, well, with this job you need it anyway. We're going to go auto 4-wheel drive. That'll let us turn on the headland, and we are going to go auto diff locks. We'll see how that works. Sometimes won't let go of that. Right, so we hit our A buttons on the stick here. That'll rev us up. We can hit our steering button. Now we're steering on, and then we literally just well, I don't think we want 3, we want to be in range 2, I would have thought. Let her down, turn our seat. That's not the right one. Like that. There we go. We're in our little command post, feels like. That's doing a lovely job like that. I can see on this one the discs on that side are further apart. So that's the difference. So we've got to get that sorted on the other one. In the dry, it doesn't matter. I'll see we've obviously moved a little bit to the left overnight, but I'm not going to change it now. We'll let it draw a straight line, and then we'll see how squared up she is and see if she needs any adjustment left or right. Doing a nice job like that. Let's see if we can go up again. The revs went up then, did you hear that? That's where she's about comfy. These things are beautiful. I absolutely love this tractor. With this, just this joystick, they got this, I would say, damn near perfect. Change your forward and back gears on here. You can have it set in auto. They reckon that's the way to drive it, but I would beg to differ on that one. Got a USB plug here, look, that's handy too. Ah, that is handy. I'll plug my stuff into that later. Cigarette lighter down here. Have we got one up here as well? 2 cigarette lighters. Oh yeah, we are laughing. Heated wing mirrors. This thing is kitted out. This thing is mental. Bit tough at the ends, oil change. Compaction as well, I'd have thought. So up she comes. The auto diff lock turns off. The 4-wheel drive turns out, kicks out as well. Lets you turn around. Hit the GPS. Get position, down. Let go. I can tell she's pretty set up, pretty nice on this side. You want to run your mudguard, the inside of the mudguard into the thing, that puts you about right. We'll see what we are when we're coming back, and that'll tell us if we're square or not. Oh man, this thing's comfy. Oh. Yesterday I had a right day of it, because I was literally, my eyes were out there and looking forward. Obviously I ain't got GPS on the other one. Doesn't matter to me. I don't care whether I'm using it or not. It's a lot more comfier day if you've got it. But my eyes are out here watching the discs. The discs on mine kept packing up, just the edge too. So I kept having to pick her up, go back, put her back down. It'd clear, but it was just a bit of a pain. It is super nice in here. This is what they got right. That is just damn near perfect. The 4-wheel drive buttons they've moved down here. These are buttons for the stereo. It's a nice stereo in here, that's a nice one. And yeah, you've got your small lock over here, 3 and 4. Obviously you've got front PTO, front spools as well. 2 front spools, yeah. This is what I want, farmer, like this. Exactly like this, okay? They're so expensive. They're unbelievable. They're out of reach. They're unbelievable. I think the list price, they give you these ridiculous prices. They're never the prices you actually pay. 180,000 they reckon this tractor was. I don't know how many hours it's got on it. We'll have a look. 583. So while ours is out of the way, this thing's getting a hard life, because this job ain't an easy job for a tractor. This is, you know, this thing's fully maxed out in what it's doing at the moment. So we're going to go up with our arms, a little bit of clutch. A little bit of clutch. She's very heavy on the rear. Oh my god, it's going to be bliss in here today. GPS button goes on, tractor steers itself, down goes the implement. It is that easy. You just sit here, try not to fall asleep, and I can see Petey got a bang on. This one looks like it's been calibrated right. Whenever you have these GPS tractors, they're not always calibrated center, so they always need some. Well, our Sphere Birkin needed it, and the 8S needed it as well. I'm hoping they've actually sorted that for us, because it should be pretty easy to do. We're having to put offsets in there to make it, you know, be central to the center of the tractor, if you know what I mean. Hopefully they got that sorted for us. Man, this is heaven in here, isn't it? What are we using? 28 litres of fuel, 29. It's a thirsty job. Me and Farmer both went for a tank of fuel yesterday, in a day. A tank and a bit. I went for a tank and a quarter. I started earlier than him. Yeah. These are your PTO switches. Yeah, one for the back, one for the front. Where is that button that pushes the hitch out? They're missing a button on here. On the truck that came to us on demo, there was a button to push the hitch in and out, and I don't know if this one's got it. So I imagine it will be set to number 3. A little bit of a design flaw. The seat obviously rubs on the plastic moulding. Started chewing away at it. They never thought about that, did they? You see, these are they're not just a little step forward, they're a massive step forward. I know the cab's essentially the same, but you're hardly lacking for visibility in here. The 8S cab is super quiet and really nice and very spacious. Too spacious for the 8S, but they're going to put that on the 9S, aren't they? I think they're unveiling that, aren't they, at the Lama show this year. Whether we get to go to that, Keithy might be there. I don't know if I'm going to get to go to that this year. Hopefully I might be able to squeeze it in. We might have to do some fettling. Farmer's going off on holiday, you see, to New Zealand in the winter, so he's going to have a nice time, and he much deserved as well. Him and Linda are going off on their holidays. We're dodging the rain at the minute. I can see it in the background, but the Met Office has got it as they've got it as good, so who knows. Just show you again on here. Press the button, that pulls us onto the line, down goes the machine. Oh man, you couldn't be any more comfortable in here. Anyway, I'm going to sit back and relax. Pray it doesn't rain. That's where the rain is, just in the background there. Pray it doesn't come this way. Wait for Col. I don't know where Col is. He must be feeding cattle or something, but he'll be here shortly. Days will get ahead of us with the mole. We can only do 7k anyway, so we're not really gaining on her at all. As long as she's rolling, that's the main thing. Glad to see Daisy back and well, and yeah, it's obviously it's a steady job, mole ploughing. It's not jigging you about too much, so it's ideal for her to get her back in the swing of things. Hopefully next year she's sat on the baler for us. Look at this, look. See that? That was my life yesterday, literally all day yesterday. And if you don't catch it quick, you end up with this humongous pile. Oh my god, I like it more than the 8S, and the only reason I say that is because the 8S is just so damn big. Look at this now, rain coming in. Hopefully it doesn't stop us. Properly coming down now. All that'll happen now is just start spinning, which is what we're doing. We might get one more bout of it. You'll start spinning, then you'll start making a mess. You'll just the wheels will start spinning beneath you. It's not so much the job itself. The cultivator would run through it if you had the traction, but your tyres will slip. We'll try one more. I think this will stop us. Just get slippy on top, that's all. We believe it or not, it says it's going to be bright sunshine in an hour, so we this might just blow through and it might not. The dirt underneath, you see, is still pretty dry. You've got to have a lot of rain for the dirt underneath to get, you know, to stop you, but we will see here. The roller might start picking up. If the roller stops, that's when we stop. When we get to the end, we might just wait it out for 10 minutes, see what it does. If it's not going to improve, then we will find something else to do. It'll only stop you for an hour or two, but with that time I can do some bits and pieces. So we got some deliveries on. We're going to go and clear the deliveries. That frees Linda's time up so she can get back in the office and do her office stuff. Daisy's up there. She's going to wait it out. As soon as that's dry on top again, it's actually, look at that, blue skies. That's where we were. Blue skies all coming over now, so she'll wait it out. I think we've got a truck ready to go actually, by the looks of things. Get that strapped up. Our man from Turners is here to do a service and look at our aircon ports. Is there a reason they might freeze up?
Having issues with the location of the sensor in the airbox, so I'll have a fiddle around their temperature sensor in there, so I'll have a fiddle around that, see what I can do.
I've heard that before. They sort of move, they say they move it. What does that mean?
Basically what you've got is, because you know how an air conditioning system works, don't you?
Yes, roughly, yes.
You've got the condenser up in there, which obviously cools the gas.
Yeah.
And then it goes, it's then pumped through basically into this here. So what you've got a pipe coming in there, and then a pipe going off around, that goes around to the pump, and then that pushes it back through there.
Yep.
And what you've got is you've got a temperature sensor, which is in here. Now obviously where the gas is pushed in, obviously that's really, really cold.
Yeah.
Now originally I had it set quite over here, so of course this part would freeze up, and of course the freezing would come across, and it'd hit the temperature sensor, and of course then it'd tell it to knock it off.
Right.
But obviously as they're clicking up, so what you're actually getting is you're getting this bit is defrosted, whereas this whole piece is frozen.
Okay.
So what they then did, they moved the temperature sensor over here, but I found it before now where I've had one that's still freezing.
Okay, yeah.
So I've moved it again, I moved it further across, and that just seems to tone it down a bit more.
Yeah.
So, because the problem is, it's not just in there, it goes through like that.
Yeah.
It goes, it goes in through 4 ways. So you have a split down the middle, and you also have the front and the back.
Oh, okay.
So it goes in one, through the back of it, and then through the other side, and then through the other side.
Right, okay.
So it's getting the temperature sensor just in the right place, so it still cools it, but obviously doesn't bloody freeze it.
Yeah,
Make sense?
Yeah, and that's up there, is it?
No, that's the condenser.
That's the condenser. So the other side is this
the
side,
evaporator, which is the one that's in there, and that's the one where it's playing it.
Ah, okay. Oh, nice one. So you'll have a fiddle about, and that'll.
Yeah, it takes a bit of faffing about with, because you can imagine I've got to keep moving it about.
Yeah, we'll find a position where it's nice. Oh, sweet. Thank you.
All right.
That'd be nice. Yeah, it works. It works beautiful for 5 minutes. It's like, wow, this is nice.
Yeah. The problem is because it's so cold. That's the problem you get, because it's you know, the system.
It frosts up the windscreen. You know, it's that cold. Yeah.
That's the problem. It's almost too powerful.
Yes.
So of course it's just can't. You know, it's working. You know, the system doesn't actually work out how to cool that cab down because it's so powerful. It struggles with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
and then when it's frozen, essentially the air doesn't go through it, does it? As such? No. Yeah. Oh, lovely job. And then a service. What comes with a service on this? Like all the oils, or is it?
This is only a 500, so it's just engine oil and filter, axles, hubs, 90-degree box, transmission filter, and hydraulic filter.
Oh right, sweet. So you've got a couple of hours here, haven't you?
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. The 1,000 hours where it gets a bit bigger, because that's where you do the transmission oil and filter and all the filters and plus fuel filters and that blue filters, and then 2,000 is there.
That little bit of rain just stopped us this morning. Give it an hour, and we're back going. It's a little bit tacky, but we are going, so it's only going to get better from now. It's not blocking up, that's the main thing, and it's doing a pretty nice job as well. So Cole's in the next field behind. He's running the other one. I'll give him the impact gun. Take that disc off if he needs to. But looking at it, me and Farmer reckon we can space them a bit better. Space the discs a bit further apart, a little bit better. So we'll try that as well. But while we're going, we are going. So that's that. Just had a phone call. I don't know who these people are, but we're about to find out. I believe they are fans of the Four Winds channel, which is a bit weird. This is the first time this has happened. How are we doing? You okay?
Yes. We're just passing my friends from Ireland.
Oh yeah?
Big fans of yours.
Really?
Yes.
Hello.
Hello, how are you? Nice to meet you.
How are you?
We dropped into the farm and met Ag.
Did you?
Yeah, because Shane watches it all the time.
But Simon is an agronomist and he's in Brackley.
Yeah.
I work for Agri, and my friends here are, from County Wexford in Ireland.
Yeah.
They've just been staying with me a few days.
Yeah.
And they came over in June when we went partial drive and they didn't want to stop.
Yeah.
So this time we stopped. I said, look,
Yeah.
You're here, go and see with a bit of reputation.
Who did you
anyway,
meet?
this is where we are. We don't hold you up.
No,
But
you're all right
he's
for a
a big
minute.
fan of yours.
You want to come for a ride?
I don't mind.
Yeah, come on up.
He'd love it. He'd love it.
Yeah, come on up. Come and have a look. So you've been down to the farm?
Been to the farm.
Who did you meet down there?
We met Ag,
Yep.
and we just met friends of Simon's. We're out for breakfast. We're
Yeah.
heading home tomorrow, and I believe there's a part of our tropical storm.
Okay, so a bumpy ride home.
Oh,
All right. And how long have you watched your channel for?
I would have watched it for on and off, maybe for a couple of years.
Right. Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah. That's quite a long time then.
I mean, just like yourself and Tom Pemberton and Ian Cullen and Richard Cornock.
Yeah. Yeah. Richard. Yes, I know Richard. Yeah. The Funky Farmer he goes by. Yeah. Ah.
We weren't at our national ploughing competition this year because we were coming over to England. So I think Richard and Ian Cullen were going.
They were going across, weren't they? Ian, yes, Farmer P. Yeah. He I got a lot of time for Farmer P. He did a lot for me back a couple of years ago. He went out of his way to promote our channel, and it took off. It took off like a rocket overnight.
Yes.
The moment he did that, and yeah, it was just quite strange. But yeah, so I got a lot of time for Ian. You know, he didn't have to do that. So
What do you hope to sow here?
so these, I think these are destined for spring wheat. Is the plan, which might change as our plans are never set in stone due to weather.
Well, this morning we ran into rain, and it was like a monsoon.
Oh, yeah.
About 20 miles away.
Yes, no, we had a little bit this morning actually. It stopped us for an hour or two. You just find something to do for an hour, and it dried up quite nice. This is the tractor they've given us to replace the 8S with while it's being mended.
I have a 125 one with an odor on it. I haven't used it very much, but it's a lovely tractor with the slope on it.
Oh yes. Is it a 5 series?
5S125.
Oh yeah, lovely tractor. We had the 145 here, and what a tractor, unbelievable.
Oh yeah.
I really like that. For a smaller tractor, it held its own, you know. It was
lots of power in them.
yeah, I thought that. Yeah, lovely little tractor it was. Nothing wrong with that.
I met Simon. I met him. I was on a trip after I had 4 funerals between December 06 my mother had passed away in May 07, but in between was her mother in April, my father in January. So my own doctor said take a holiday, so a friend recommended go to South Africa, and that's where I met Simon. Simon is the agronomist. He's probably next door in the next area to here. He lives in Brackley.
Yes.
So we became friends, and we stayed friends, and that's,
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, I like it. Yeah, nice one. And how long have you been in the UK for?
We came over last Thursday, and we're going home tomorrow.
And do you watch, there's an Irish family on YouTube called Farming Life at the Forge? Do you watch that one?
I've heard of it. I look at the chap up in Longford, Farmer Phil and his father.
Yes.
And they're Massey people.
Yes.
And
yeah, like Farmer Phil. Farmer Phil's, I like that, you know. That's a good one.
A good distance away from where we live, but I'd watch it, and it's just to see what's going on in the farming world.
Yeah. Yeah, these were wheat fields this time,
Right.
and they did alright actually. They average yields were about 3 3/4 over
Right.
everything, so we were quite happy with that.
Yeah.
And all those harvest videos, I'm literally just starting to get time to edit those. Do you want me to drop you off this time, or do you want to go down?
Go back up the next time.
Yeah, no worries. So hopefully I will I'll get those videos out soon. Time has been the problem for me.
The last time you said it'd be a while before you were back on because you were very busy.
Yeah.
It's been a very different summer to last summer.
Yes,
Very
last summer was
on and off with rain, and I think it was the same over here. You weren't getting quite the rain we were getting, but you'd go to try and do something and you couldn't do it.
No.
And you'd start doing something and you had to stop.
It's been like that for all of this year. It's been like that. But that's the way it is. That's what makes farming the job it is, isn't it? You know, if it was easy, everybody would do it. Lovely chap. Just stopped in on an off chance. We'll give him a wave. Apparently, some of our fans from Ireland. Wow. You know, when we started the channel, I never started it to be famous at all. Just started it because, you know, I wanted to show what farmers were doing out in the fields for the British public. That's the main one, and also a way to look back on ourselves, you know, in 10 years time, to see what we were doing and what we were not doing. But yeah, lovely people. Farmer reckons he's now got to he's got to go out wearing disguise because he's so famous. Oh dear me. Anyway, that was a nice little surprise. We're getting on all right actually. We've moved into this one we call Long Meadow. This is one of Colin's. This was that grass field that died off last year. We put it into wheat. It was a late wheat. It didn't do amazing, but it still yielded, I think it still yielded the best part of 3 ton. It had some horrible wet spots in there, so the guys have mowed this one. Hopefully that'll do a better job with drainage, and we'll I think it's destined for spring wheat, all of these in this block. And then we've got that horrible railway field that we couldn't discarate last year because it was so hard. We're going over there into there next, so we'll see how we get on in there this time. It'll be fine, it'll be soft, it'll pull up. I'm sure that they've been in there with the moles and mould that as well. So Colin is in the ploughing match field. He's going across that one, and we've got one field, we've got a couple of days here to finish. A day and a half would finish this area, and then we can move on back up to Peter's and Alistair's. That's sod's law. It's been doing a nice job up until now, unless the soil type's just changed a little bit. Oh, don't you just love it? We're still going. It's night time. We haven't got a lot left, but I wanted to show you what the tractor's like over at night time. If you open the doors, you will get 1,000 of these little flies come in the cab with you. They are not fun. That is out the back there. Camera always goes a bit blurry in the evening time because it's only a small camera. We're just going to turn ourselves around here. This field has been pretty good actually. It's pulled up hard, but it's pulled up quite nice as well at the same time. It's going to do a nice job, so quite chuffed with that. These screens were a bit of a mission to try and figure out how to turn the brightness down. Christ almighty, they were blinding me. But I did figure it out in the end. There wants to be, in the main settings here, it just wants to be down here, just a night mode. Bang, turns the screens down. I'll show you what they were like. you've got to go to this one, they were set at that, which is just, you can't see nothing else. I got them set to about 20. I suppose you could have them set at 15, it wouldn't matter. You don't need them blaring you in the face. It's only, you only want it bright in the daytime. We're still hooked up here. So we're just, but look at all this. This is beautiful. I'd never noticed this, this white line going around the dashboard. Just gonna drop her in. Oh, oh, she's pulling hard there. 100% look. Yeah, she was hard last year. I don't know if you can see me much, but anyway, I am going to get this field finished up. I will be another half an hour in here, and then I am going home, and then we will crack on it again tomorrow. I think Farmer's been having a go for a little bit. They were ended up in the plough match field. I think we got a little bit more to do in there, get that squared up, so I think that's where we're heading tomorrow, so we'll catch up then.